Another lawsuit on the horizon for the Combs family. Apparently, Diddy wasn't only out there teaching people how to be famous, but in addition to that, he was teaching his kids all about grapeonomics.
I'm gonna need some of you niggas to stop playing with me. I am not a game. Go put Tetris or something.
BBN Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Alright, so yeah. BBN Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Alright, so yeah. So apparently, Diddy's son, Christian Combs, King Combs, has been accused, along with his father, because his father is a defendant in this, in a new lawsuit of sexual assault. Okay. Now I want to be clear about this. We're going to run through the beginning of this, and I'm going to get to what she's alleging actually happened. Obviously, these are all allegations. We don't know any of these things to be true. These are all allegations. I want to be clear on this. Also, the Combs family has decided that they're going to get Andrew Leichman to be the attorney. He's an absolute incredible attorney. He's a great attorney. Forget about the relationship me and him might or might not have. We're not necessarily friends. I know he don't like me much. He was the attorney for Shotty. I think they gave Shotty bad advice by not having him interview with us over here. I think there was a misconception or perception that I was going to try to do something to make him look like he was a bad guy or whatever the case is. That was never going to happen. Just so we could be clear. Every person that I've never interviewed anyone in a aggressive manner trying to, attack their credibility or trying to make them look bad. So that was just not going to happen. That's not what we do over here. Specifically, I'm not sure how good of a trial attorney Andrew Leichman is. I'm pretty sure he's top tier, one of the best. For everybody that don't know, he was the attorney for El Chapo at one point. He was also the attorney for John Gotti. So he's an incredible attorney. Let's just be clear on this. But as far as I know, I think he does his best work with doing deals. I think he gets really great deals for his clients. I just want to be clear on this. So the fact that Diddy and their representatives decided that they were going to get this particular attorney for their sons, that might be a situation where he might be they're leaning towards trying to make a deal, and they will prefer not to go to court. I just want to throw that out there. I don't know what they're actually going to do. I just know that if you're in the Southern District of New York, and that's where they are, and you're looking to, this is not something that you necessarily want to take to trial, and you're looking to make a deal, Andrew Leichman is probably your guy. I'm just being clear on this. He's a great attorney when it comes to this. Me and him do not have the best relationship, but the truth is the truth. All right? There's also footage of us out there arguing. Me and him have gotten into words more than once. Shout out to Andrew Leichman. You're great at your job, fam. Now, with that being said, there is a young lady. Her name is Grace. I do not know how to pronounce her last name, but I will spell it for you. Grace O is the first letter, apostrophe Marcaigh. I do not know how to pronounce that. If anybody knows how to pronounce that, can you put that down phonetically into the comment section? I'd appreciate it. Now, with that being said, she's accusing Christian of an assault. She's not accusing Christian, as far as I know, of any kind of penetration. She's accusing him more of fondling and groping her. So just so we could be clear, this happened when Christian himself, I believe, was 25. I know that she says that she was 25 at the time. This happened in December 28, 2022. That's when she's saying that the assault happened. She's also saying in this lawsuit that she has that she saw celebrities and sex workers taking drugs. So I'm going to assume that she's going to be able to name some of these celebrities that was on this yacht taking these drugs. You want to know something? So, and I'm just going to throw this out there. This is not me saying anything about nothing. But remember when Remy Ma made that song, All the Way Up? And she was talking about how she came out of jail and she jumped in a helicopter and they went all the way up. So, yeah, I do know a lot of times these dudes be taking these people on boats so they could go out to waters where they're not necessarily held by the constraints of the US of A, right? You know that, right? So they go out into the water so they could get far enough away from anywhere, any laws, like conceivable laws that they might be trying to break, could be able to hold them responsible. And also imagine being out in the middle of nowhere on a boat and somebody basically tell you, and Diddy come up there and tell you, you know what, if you're not involved in this freak off, you might not make it back to shore. You might be like, you know what, that freak off sounds as pretty as goods over here. It's not me, because I'm just like, I'm put it in God's hands. But you just never know. Also, we're not trying to throw shots at Remy, just something that's curious. Anyway, with that being said, also, might I add, I am looking at every celebrity that comes out and defends this guy. I'm looking at y'all certain ways. It's like if it was on a camera and we were shooting a movie, you know, you would have to like turn the camera slightly sideways. Dutch tilt that. You have to Dutch tilt the camera. Our film heads know what I'm talking about. With that being said, she says that when this had happened, she was about 25 years old. She's made the complaint. She actually she said that it happened, like I said, December 28th, 2022. She alleges that Christian assaulted her on a yacht. So basically, Christian came on board, right? And when he got on the boat, he allegedly paid particular attention to her. He was also heavily intoxicated at the moment. He tried to pressure her into taking a shot. And, you know, she denied it. She denied it. She's working. She's like, I'm not here for drinks. Eventually, she takes a shot. Also, there's another reason why she might have been denying it. She says that she suspected that the tequila was actually spiked after she witnessed other girls taking shots and passing out. So he was trying to get her to take a shot. She took a shot. Apparently, she did not pass out. But he was expecting, you know, she's going to lose consciousness any moment now. Because, you know, after he was like, she took the shot, she was scared. So apparently, after that happened, he then started trying to grope her. She was like, this is not something I want. So he then goes on and says, well, he wants to go to sleep. Could you go find him somewhere where he could go to sleep? She finds an empty studio. She brings him to the empty studio. And then when she brings him into the empty studio, then he really starts. That's when the groping began, pardon me. And she says she was finally able to leave the studio when somebody else came into the studio, and that gave her wiggle room to get out of there. Now, I don't know how true this is, and I don't know if this is accurate, but I heard that Little Rob's name is also somewhere in this particular complaint. So maybe he's the individual that had came in the studio. Maybe he was trying to look for somewhere not to get Diddy that. He was like, you know what, no Diddy. And he was trying to go somewhere where he wouldn't get Diddy that. And that he just accidented upon them. He probably wasn't even looking to find nobody. He was probably trying not to get his butthole ripped open. I'm just saying what it is, fam. He was like, my butthole, I don't want no more of these advances on my butthole. So he was trying to probably find somewhere where he could go get low and where he could go, you know, hide out. And this is probably how he wanted onto her. Now, with that being said, right now her attorney, by the way, is Tyrone Blackburn. That's like the attorney for almost all of these people that suing Diddy. I had somebody come into my comment section and say, I don't trust the guy that only sues celebrities. Well, that doesn't make sense, because if you have a niche, why wouldn't you stick to it? What you think he's gonna be doing? He's suing celebrities one day, and then the next day he's writing up, I don't know, he's doing taxes? Like, what do you think is going on over here? I'm pretty sure the guys that sue celebrities probably almost exclusively sue celebrities. Just like there's guys that sue police precincts. You know, I don't hear you saying you don't trust those guys. Why is he only suing the cops every five? Because that's his speciality. That's why he's doing it. In any regard. She goes on to say that basically she got fired. Yep. She spoke to the captain of the yacht. She told the captain what had happened. The captain didn't believe her. And not only didn't the captain didn't believe her, and this is wild. You know, imagine having somebody work for you and they come up to you and say, somebody tried to assault me. And your default is that they don't believe you. That leads me to believe that this captain knew everything that was going on. I hope he's being sued also. I hope he's being sued. I hope the company that she's worked for is... I'm suing everybody. Period. So that's what I hope she's doing. In any regard, basically, she has the bruises on her arm. She took photos. Also, allegedly, there's audio of her. She was recording the situation, I guess. So there's audio of her trying to get Christian off of her at one point. Her arms were bruised. Somebody finally came in and got her up out of there. It was good for her. Thank you. She said she was fighting him off. I think that's the part that she actually got recorded. Her trying to fight for her, for whatever hole he was trying to invade. Just imagine being... See, this is the part, right, that I don't get. These guys live in this world where consequences don't matter. There aren't consequences for them. They don't believe that consequences matter. So therefore, they treat people like trash and they treat people like garbage. And it's not like, okay, so I got an issue out here where I live where people pay people who have drug problems to come harass me. This is real shit. But if I speak about the people that they have come harass me and I be like, yo, they got these dope fiends harassing me, people want to make it sound like I'm making fun of dope fiends. I'm not making fun of dope fiends, fam. But when I say dope fiend, you know what I'm talking about. If I just say, yo, there's these guys, they on drugs and they harass me, you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But if I say dope fiend, I'm able to put a picture into your mind so you could understand better what I'm describing. So I say all that to say this. People like this family don't believe that they should be held accountable to the law. So they don't really see us as human beings. They see us as objects to be played with. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all. These kids out here that is up to no good, they learning that from their parents. These kids out here that come out into these streets and they conducting themselves any old way, they learning that at home, fam. One way or the other. Whether it's because their parents aren't paying them any attention, so they're doing everything they can to get some noticed, or whether their parents are actively installing this software into their child. This is what's happening. I believe that Diddy installed this software into his children. And that might also be why Al B. Sure was trying to tell his son, yo, come home, fam. The door's open. You got a way out. Them niggas is going to jail. You don't have to go to jail with them. With that being said, let me know what y'all guys think about this. Look, man, she's also saying that she suffered from panic attacks, anxiety, severe suicidal ideations. What the hell do you... Because she's being stalked. But that's literally what happens to people when they're being stalked. If you don't understand how it feels to be stalked, then you probably think what she's saying is an over-exaggeration. But it's not. We need better laws in America to prevent stalking. Period. Because a lot of these people that are getting stalked, I promise you, it's some agency somewhere that somebody is paying. And this agency has just decided they're going to ruin whoever's life. And they're doing everything they can to ruin that person's life. We need better laws. And we need to put those people in jail. In jail. Stalking should be a jailable offense. You should not be. I'd rather have somebody put in jail that stalks somebody. You know, you're stalking somebody, put them in jail. I'd rather have that person put in jail than somebody who maybe assaulted somebody here and there. You know, the person didn't get too badly hurt. They might be going through a situation. They might have assaulted somebody because they were being stalked. And they just assaulted the wrong person. You don't know when you're being stalked. You don't have the slightest idea. So with that being said, shout out to Tyrone Blackburn. That's the attorney that has been doing all of these cases and putting all of this stuff together. And if y'all don't know, he's getting a lot of his information from the federal government, not just from the victims. Like, comment, subscribes, join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I get.
I'ma need some of you niggas to stop playing with me. I am not a game. Put attention to something. Word is born. Call me guns, I'm not gonna never tell it on my brother. Word is born, I'ma keep, and I put that on my mother. Fresh from the streets, and I rap it like no other. Say more to the heat, y'all can go and kiss each other. Niggas think that they crazy, what's a knife to a gun? If I can't get the pops, I'ma go get his son. Oh, I heard he got a daughter, tell that little bitch run.